I'm Sylvanos.
And I'm Shulamit.
And we're the TV twins.
We bring you the worst of the best.
Today we take the first look at television from across the sea.
Ultraman.
Produced in 1966, Ultraman is an example of the Japanese tokusatsu genre made famous by Godzilla.
Put simply, it's actors in monster costumes destroying miniature cities.
So let's enjoy a double feature of Ultraman, starting with Ultra Operation Number 1.
Our story begins with a pair of beach balls streaking through the sky,
which are chased by Hayata of the prosaically named Space Patrol.
Possibly an early version of the Space Rangers. It's hard to say.
I've spotted an unidentified flying object heading east over the Gamori forest.
Stay on it. Don't lose sight of it. Report as soon as you can identify it. And let us know if it changes direction.
Roger.
I think Glinda, the Good Witch, is here.
Are the aliens dynamite fishing?
Ow! Too bad we can't see what they're seeing.
Seems impressive.
Hayata, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Come in, Hayata. Won't you please answer? Call
Let's
Hayata.
go, men.
What the hell?
It was brisk. I dressed in layers.
Thunderbirds are go.
Meanwhile, it seems getting killed wasn't the end of Hayata's day.
I am Ultraman. I am from the nebula M78, beyond the 40th galaxy.
But you don't need to know that!
The radioactive monster Babylon M90 for disposal when it escaped and headed for Earth. I pursued it even when it entered your atmosphere. It was then that our ship crashed.
Sorry about that. I shouldn't have been texting.
I shall give you my life. You and I will become one, and we will fight as one. But now, take this beta capsule. Use the beta capsule, and you, Hayata, will become Ultraman.
Jeez, how many times is he going to try and kill Hayata?
A strange light suddenly appeared over the lake.
Yes, I saw the light too. His body was surrounded by light and then brought up high into the air.
I figured that this whole thing was not of this earth.
Sorry.
Men in Orange just doesn't have the same ring.
The Space Patrol searches the area, assisted by the cast of a Frankie Avalon movie.
And their meticulous detective work pays off.
Hi, I'm not Godzilla!
Meanwhile, Hayata contacts headquarters.
Tell us where you are. The entire science patrol is out searching.
It doesn't matter where I am now. The important thing is I need the S-16 in the middle of Lake Gamori as soon as you can get it there.
Take me along?
I'm sorry, but we need someone here at headquarters and you're elected.
Golly, I guess I've got to stay, but I wish I could go along.
Seems perfectly normal to me.
Yeah, police forces just leave 12-year-olds in charge all the time.
Captain, Hayata ordered the S-16 delivered to the area.
Ah, Fuji. It was a ghost, right?
No, I really spoke to Hayata. I know I did.
Listen, even though Fuji's one of us, we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that she's a girl, and they're very hard to figure out, aren't they?
Hayata boards the newly delivered S-16 submarine.
Because, of course, an organization called the Space Patrol would have a submarine.
This routine goes on for a while until not Godzilla decides he's had enough.
Remember, he's not Godzilla.
Wait, how can he both wade above the lake and submerge in it? Ow!
This is getting painful to watch.
No, wait, he's somehow fine. Ultraman looks like a cheap version of the Guyver, which I guess he kind of is.
Ultraman defeats the monster, and Hayata returns with nary an explanation of where he's been.
Typical superhero fare.
Now onward with Defeat the Invaders.
Which could be the title of the entire series if you think about it.
You noticed the eye, huh? Yes, I kind of thought you would.
Episode 2 and they're already breaking the fourth wall.
Well, I tell you how I got this eye. At Science Patrol headquarters, everyone was sound asleep. Everyone except one miserable man. Me. 9,038. Sheep 9,039. Come on now, why don't you jump over it? Jump, I said. Why are you waiting? Why don't you go ahead?
If you have arguments with your own imagination, maybe an armed paramilitary force isn't your best career choice.
They sleep in their uniforms?
Hey, I'm just glad they retired those weird tearaway blazers.
We learned that a UFO has been spotted over the city.
There's a shock.
The computer has now pinpointed the exact spot. The object, whatever it is, seems to have landed at the Scientific Technical Center.
Arashi. Sir? I want you to go to the Scientific Technical Center.
I was hoping you'd send me, sir.
Arashi. But not in your slippers.
Gosh! Didn't you know you don't wear your slippers on duty?
Boy, this show is really committed to the goofy school of comedy.
So Hirashi heads to the tech center.
After abandoning his car in the middle of the road for some reason.
Need an alien menace?
Why not Zoidberg?
Arashi.
Tie sense tingling.
Did that work? I can't tell.
At an emergency meeting of the Supreme Defense Council, the creatures from outer space and a way to defend the world against them were discussed.
I was thinking of trying to have a talk with them.
No, this isn't a time to be funny. It's a very serious matter.
Diplomacy? Ridiculous.
The conference went on for hours, and because no one else had a sensible suggestion, they decided to try Captain Mura's idea.
Thus rendering the entire conference pointless. So after some more screwball comedy involving our narrator inventing his own language,
Gosh!
Hayata goes to negotiate with the aliens.
While the military prepares for the worst with HO scale missiles.
Once there, Hayata's sidekick either has a close encounter or an acid trip.
It's hard to say which.
See what we mean?
The aliens helpfully possess Hirashi so Hayata can negotiate.
In space, our home planet, Bolton, was destroyed by nuclear explosions.
You can stay. You must follow our laws and all of our customs. If you agree, you will be permitted to remain here on our Earth. How many came here with you?
60,400,000,000. Now we will take over the Earth. Soon it'll be ours. Everybody will be slaves.
Of course!
This seems like an awful lot of details for a problem that's going to be solved by Ultraman punching something to death.
Enough exposition. Cue the giant monster already.
Finally!
But Hayata loses the beta capsule and is forced to dive off a roof after it.
He's going to have a hard time explaining how he survived this time.
Ah, it's Ultraman. Ultraman's going to help us.
Thanks for letting the audience know that.
Couldn't have figured it out on our own.
One thrilling aerial battle later, Zoidberg is defeated.
There's just one more loose end.
15,802. 15,803 sheep. 15,804 sheep. 15,805 sheep. 15,806 sheep.
That's it.
Well, that was pointless.
Wait a minute, was he just telling us the story from within his own flashback?
How does that make sense?
So that's Ultraman, a true classic of genre.
It's silly, but it's brilliantly silly.
The effects are ridiculous, but the producers seem to know that.
Much like the Adam West Batman series, the whole thing is played off with such a sense of fun, it's easy to just sit back and enjoy the craziness.
Once again, we're the TV twins, and we bring you the worst of the best.
See you next time.
Ultraman, Ultraman, here he comes from the sky. Ultraman, Ultraman, watch our hero fly. In a super jet he comes from a billion miles away, from a distant planet land. Comes our hero, Ultraman. Ultraman, here he comes from the sky.